What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're working on my Toyota Tacoma and we're going to be adding some more products from Tufskinz. You can see I have them all laid out on my tailgate here, which I'll get to here soon. But I've used some other products from Tufskinz. I'll link all of those videos down in the description below so you can see how I've personalized my Tacoma to my liking. I'll also have a link to Tufskinz website as well. They have products for the 3rd gen Tacoma, the Tundra, F-150, and Super Duty models, so that way you can customize your vehicle to your liking. I'm going to start off with this piece right here. So this is actually going above all my climate controls, and I think it's going to look really nice. I have the carbon fiber from Tufskinz, so I think the blue is definitely going to give it a great accent. I also have these 4 pieces here, and I'm gonna call these my new ambient lighting for the interior. Now I just have one color, of course, but if you've seen on like Chevy Camaros and things like that, they have lighting on the door panel, and this is kind of going to mimic that. So I think that's going to be a really nice subtle touch to see. I also have a gas cap holder. I know for the 3rd gen Tacoma, a lot of people don't like how this gas cap has this little tiny plastic thing right here. So I might be able to take that off and attach this so that way the gas cap can go in that. I usually let it hang on my fender flare there. So it's going to be a really nice addition. And of course it's finished off in carbon fiber, which is a really nice touch. And then the last thing for today's project is my customizable door sills. You can see I got Bros for Speed on them. That is a really nice touch. So you can customize these however you want. And of course I have a set for the front and a set for the rear. So every time I get in and out of the truck, I'm going to see that, which is a really cool design. So like I mentioned earlier, this piece right here is going to go above my climate controls, where you can see I have the carbon fiber piece from Tufskinz along with this smaller trim piece, which this is going to be replacing. I think this is going to look really cool because it's blazing blue, which is the same color as my surround for the nav here, which I did paint. So it's just going to give it that extra hint of blue that'll make it pop a little nicer. Okay, and with one of the strips off, obviously you have to do the one on the left side there. I have a little bit more cleaning than you would normally do with the adhesive that I have to take off. So I am going to miss this carbon fiber here. I think that was a great accent, but the blue, as I mentioned earlier, is really going to make this pop. So the cleaning process for this is pretty easy. Again, if you don't have the adhesive, just take a microfiber and a cleaning solution. This kit does come with cleaning instructions, so you can read those and see exactly what you need. And so with all of that adhesive cleaned up, of course, if you haven't done this before, you won't have to worry about that. But now I have my cleaning solution and a clean microfiber. I'm just going to spray that on this and wipe this down just to make sure it's a nice clean surface, of course. And it doesn't matter which way you put this first strip on. This one over on the left side only goes one way because this very end is a flat surface, whereas you can see there's an angle on this side to mimic this other one here. So once I have this all cleaned up, I will take a dry section of it now, just to make sure this is completely dry. And it's a little funky to work in this area. It's not very big, but it's doable. So you just want to make sure that you line this up the best you can. And obviously it's not going to overhang on either side, but if I can kind of loosely get it in there. So I think I'm going to leave it just like that. And you can see how well that matches. The sunlight is at an odd angle right now, but it definitely matches with the paint that I have around the nav screen there. So that is cool. I like how it breaks up the carbon fiber, and then we have this black piece right in the middle and then the blue and the blue. So that definitely looks really cool. Now onto this left piece. This only goes on one way. Like I mentioned, it's flat over on this far left side. So basically, I think I'm just gonna line up this side first, kind of right in the middle there. And then that should actually curve nicely all the way. Wow, that was a lot easier. All right, so we are finished with piece number 1 for the day. So moving on to the next piece now, it's actually going to go right under this trim piece in this gap that you can see. So I'm going to be spraying a Q-tip with this cleaning solution. That way I have the best possible way of getting everything in there, getting all of that dirt out. And this is the easiest thing that I found in order to do that. Now I think this is a really cool accent because like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be like the interior lighting or interior ambient lighting that you see on other vehicles. While it is actually not a light, of course, I think it's going to look really nice and give it that accent, that nice little subtle touch that you can see in the door panel. So this kit actually comes with 2 pieces that you'll inlay. So there's this thicker one, what I'm gonna call is basically a spacer that will sit in there, and that makes it flush with this trim piece. And then we can attach the blue to the outside. Now, of course, you can get everything that I'm showing you in today's video in different colors. So if you have a different colored truck, you can of course match that. So that's going to raise it out just a little bit so we can see it, and you can already get a sneak peek as to how it's going to look. And so just like you saw on that center console area, we're gonna go ahead and peel this off, and then we can put it into place. And I'm going to use the other side of the Q-tip, the dry end, just to make sure that this is pushed in place right around there. All right, so now it's time to knock out the other 3 doors. And with this last piece installed, keep in mind that there are 2 for the front doors and 2 for the rear doors. The front doors are a little bit longer, so it's really easy to differentiate those. And then of course we have one for the driver's side and the passenger side. And so working our way to the last interior change is the customizable door sills, where you can see Bros for Speed. It has a really cool design to it. So it's going to go right about here. I just have to clean it, of course, and it will overhang this outside here, but it feels like grip tape. It has a really nice texture to it. It's also very moldable or pliable at the same time. So again, you can customize these however you'd like to and get them in whatever color you would like to. So that is really awesome to see. And the whole backing is 3M. So of course that's going to stick right on the metal here. So before we put that on, we're going to clean just like we did the other areas. I have a lot of dirt on the truck from off-roading and stuff. So this is giving me another excuse to get all of this dirt out of the way. All right, and so with that all cleaned up, now I just need to figure out where I'd like to place this. I think what I'm going to do is probably line it up with the back of this kick plate here. So you can see that edge right here, and I'll line it up with the back of this. And I think that'll be okay. I could probably, you know what? Maybe I'll move it up. I think I'm going to actually scratch that and center it with this kick plate. So we'll have an even amount on both sides. And I believe the edge is just going to go around the lip here, because I can't get it any farther in there. And this seems very sticky, of course, so I only might get one shot at this. And so I hope I can get it in the right spot first try. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it on this flat surface. So it curves up a little bit here and then curves up a little bit in the front. So if I can get it right in the middle there. And I'm just going back and forth, making sure there's no bubbles. But if there were any bubbles, I don't think you would see them because of this texturized material. And just making sure that it, oh, yep, there's a bubble. Okay, so yeah, you could see some bubbles. And I don't want that. I'm gonna try to get those out. Yeah, so just take your time with it when you're doing this, and I'm gonna go from one side to the other to keep those bubbles from appearing. So I'll just push it all the way to the front of the truck here. That, that is really, really cool. I'll show some close-ups of everything at the end of this video, but you can already see from there. I'm gonna see that every time I get into the truck. That's definitely very cool to see. What I also forgot to mention too is the fact that these are labeled for driver and passenger, and the front ones are much longer than the rear ones. So like I showed with the other pieces, it's very easy to tell what pieces go where. So now it's on to the carbon fiber gas cap holder. We are going to be utilizing this bolt right here, and there is a little bit of adhesive on the opposite side, which is going to touch this metal over here, and it's going to rest just like that and make it very convenient to be able to put the gas cap, of course, when I'm filling up. Now, I don't clean back here too often, so this is a perfect opportunity to get this nice and clean before we install this. All right, and with that cleaned up, all you need is a Phillips head, of course, to go ahead and back this bolt out. And with that bolt out, I'm going to just try to line it up right there first and go ahead and stick the adhesive side on. So if I can hold it kind of just like that, then I can put this bolt back in and it should hold on this far side here. All right, and so now when I go to the gas station to put in that taco sauce, I can just hold it just like that. So that is very convenient. I don't have to have it hanging on my fender flare there, or even try to stretch out to this area here, which is the gas cap itself, or to latch it back to the truck. So that is awesome, very easy and convenient to do. And it's pretty awesome that it's finished off in carbon fiber too. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for adding some new accents to my Toyota Tacoma. Again, definitely check out Tufskinz. I'll have all their information down in the description below. Also follow them on Instagram as well. But I have some nice subtle changes to this truck, and I think my favorite part is the Bros for Speed logo on the door sill. Definitely has a rugged, aggressive look to it. For an off-roader like this, it's a great match, along with all the blue interior accents as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button if you'd like to stay up to date on our daily uploads. And I'll see you guys in the next video.